So, morning chaps, welcome aboard. Today we're on the ground at Taipei. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of the airport at Taipei that we're on the ground at, but we're just going to have a look around here. We're on the ground in the China Airlines 737-800 NGX by PMDGs. I'm just going to quickly get us a route. I'm not actually going to go all the way to do PFPX today. And we'll just go into the interior. So as it's box standard NGX, we've got the hugs system today, which does work, I promise. So as the title hopefully did say, we're off to Hong Kong Kai Tak today. So, well actually I need to wait for the... My general settings keep dropping back to the original, and I don't know why. But that's all fixed now, so I'll not pause this again. So, our departure, I'm using Route Finder today, by the way, for the flight. So it's us, Romeo Charlie Tango Papa, Victor Hotel Hotel X-Ray. Yep. So unfortunately, I can't actually use Kai Tak as a planning point. I've got to use Hong Kong, Changi, not Changi, that's Singapore. Hong Kong, I'll remember the name of it in a few minutes. Hong Kong International. It doesn't actually say anything else. So we'll depart on a... That's concerning. What's the name of the SID it wanted us to take? Because it wants us to take a SID to Mike Kilo Golf, the Magong VOR. So we can do something a bit different then. We're going to do 05 left for departure. Then just say MKG direct to Magong. There you go. So it's just going to be UE after takeoff, which is fine. After that, we're going to go to the route page. No, route second page. And after that, it's taking the Alpha 1 airway to Alato. That's a pretty direct route, because that's basically it. In terms of the arrivals, it's glitched out because for some reason I can never add the runways or the approaches in. But that's fine, we can talk a little bit more about the landing once we're en route. The flight distance today is only 200 miles. No, sorry, 464 miles, so about 500 mile flight. So I reckon if we take that 33% gas, that tends to work out quite nicely. We'll just quickly, zero fuel weight, reserves, this is the aircraft in pounds or in kilograms. It's in pounds, 5, oh no, cost index is 85. Actual is 5, cruise level is flight level 400. And yeah. So what's our reserves looking like? That's pretty good. We need about £10,000 of reserve at Kai Tak, because I'm looking to shoot more than one approach potentially, because I'm not the best of pilots in the world. And we can derate to about 24 k's, well 22 k's of derateness after takeoff. We'll use normal climb thrust, flaps 5, 1, 2, 3 times. I'll quickly reset the weather because it seemed not to have set itself. There we go, let's change the QNH a bit. QNH has changed, what's the wind speed doing? 019 at 10. That's just going to throw everything out. We're in FSX, so the runway is perfectly flat. The OAT is 12 degrees, so that's fine. Takeoff speeds again, we'll just go back through and re-enter them. There we go, sorted. So, it started to rain. That's a bit of a concern in terms of takeoff, but that's actually, we do need to input the fact it's a wet runway there. There we go. I only noticed the rain once I looked outside, because it's actually quite difficult to spot it when you're inside. Now I think with this done, we do need to get pushed out. And then, just looking at the layout, because obviously for some reason there's no taxiway markings, as you can see. We'll get pushed out, then taxi off down there, 05 left, I think is one of those runways over there. So it's a pretty simplistic taxi out. I think this is one of the largest stands they have here. Probably used by EVA Airlines and that kind of level. So, then, looking at the yoke, just dropping that down. Again, it's a fairly early morning flight, it's about 10 to 6 local time. I'll just quickly run through a few items that I want to get covered. APU's running, that's checked. Fuel pumps, they can all come on. Now I'm going to call GSX in and prepare for push and departure. Now we can take B's on and A's come off. B's can come on, there we go. Pitot heats can come on, nose to the right, tail to the left. Yep, no, I can start engines during the push out. That's all very good, that's all good. Okay, APU bleed is on. Engine bleeds come off. That one goes to open, they go to off. That's packs configured for start. Starting engine number 2 first. So we then just pull the engine page up and wait for that to apparently it's 24. I was told 18. I honestly don't know anymore. So I just wait for it to get up to 24 now. Because kind of my logic is the higher it gets, the least chance of me being wrong and getting a dud start. There's 24, fuel on. But yeah, as I say, we are using Pack Sims Taipei scenery. I'll probably have mentioned this in the previous video, which will be the flight from Amsterdam to Taipei. But I haven't actually filmed that video yet, so that's why I'll probably reiterate myself a few times. And one takeoff. Right, so V2's 140. Oh, that's got to all go in there now. V2's 140. That can come on, that can come on. That over there can come on. Initial climb, we'll just go straight to flight level 400. Going pretty high up today. Alright, remove wheel chocks. Oops. Park brake set. Chocks removed. And beacon is on, isn't it? Of course it's not. Sorry, lack of realism there, I know. And also we need to put the pressurization to being a cruise at flight level 400. Now we can put the bleed from number 2 on and start number 1. Because as much as you can do single engine taxis in this thing, they are incredibly difficult to do, and it's more energy management than anything else. I'm also going to manually program all the SIDs and that kind of good stuff in once we get airborne. Fuel on. And they do use they're basically a system which requires you to run your TCAS when you're on the ground at this airport, so I'm just going to switch that on. We are being ground handled today by China Airlines. I've got to say, the FPS since I've reinstalled FSX is really nice. I mean, you can see it up in the top right. You've got it top left there, and you can't see it there anymore. But when I capture, obviously it drops, but not too drastically, and I'm actually quite happy with that, as I think I've probably said. So, now I'm just going to flap 1, flap 2, flap 5. RTO, that's required. That can now come on. Now that we've started at both engines, we can actually switch the APU off. Both bleeds can come on. Automatic, auto and auto. What else can we do up here before I forget? We can't put A system on yet because we need to wait till the pushback tug disconnects himself. Otherwise we could end up breaking his legs. Which obviously we aim not to do because it doesn't do particularly well for him and for us getting away on time. I don't want floods on. There we go. I'm actually going to reconfigure the panel states for when you get into the jet for the seatbelt sign to already be on. Unfortunately, as I said, A system's offline at the minute, so we can't use it. I'm going to go to systems page now, and I'm going to do a quick flight control check. Because I can check everything except rudder. So full left controls, neutral. Full right control, neutral. Full back, neutral. Full forward, neutral. Parking brake is set. Full left rudder, neutral. Full right rudder, neutral. And that's because we've switched off the nose wheel steering, that we can actually do that check at this stage. Now that we've stopped, and yeah, you see, apparently, if this no, the tug's at an angle, the tow bar isn't. If the tow bar was at an angle when it was disconnecting us, and basically the system becomes charged, it'll just straighten the nose wheel and send it going through the pushback person's legs. However, I don't think many pushback tugs Tokyo drift quite like that one does. We are also using the Gold Star Textures repaint. I did forget to mention that. Very good texture. Repaint, as always, I can never ever fault his repaint in the slightest. That's all in auto, on auto. APB comes off. Let's go. Left is clear, right is clear. Okay. Hand signal is, we'll pretend it's received. Let's go. Yes, hand signal. We can go. Okay, now I'm going to disarm the auto throttle, and I'm just going to hit Control Shift G, which arms toga. Then I can put the auto throttle on, and then I'll have to hit Control Shift G once we get into the runway again. Then I can L nav and V nav. No, I can't. Okay. There's no taxiway markings, which is a bit of an issue. And I don't know if that's I don't even know if I've got the scenery working, to be completely honest with you. The averages aren't generic, so I would say I do. I've never actually been to Taipei before this. Wow, that felt like about 30 FPS right there. I know I've got my texture, like my settings turned down a lot, but still, I just love how smooth this is now. For some reason, it's actually running better on my PC than it is on a PC I was working on yesterday, trying to get it running properly. Just trying to get it running on yesterday, as I was saying, and I was getting about 10 FPS, and I was like, "Why you run so bad?" Okay, 5.24 is my target. Water. There we go. So we've done all the checks that we need to do that I can think of. Auto brake set, flaps are set, trim set. So we just need a taxi down to the end of 05 left for departures. I am going to use the hugs system for the takeoff. I don't know if China Airlines use it, but I like using it because you don't have to look down for a lot of the things you would normally have to look down for. It's wording I'm going to use. I don't think I've ever flown on, like, recently in the last few months in Asia on FSX. I should have done this in Vatsa probably, but it's the wrong time of day. It's about midnight where they are now. So, yeah. Okay, it's going to be a left turn here. And then I'm going to go down the end on this taxiway. It would help if I'd actually turn the taxi light on, and that's turn-offs. Turn-off lights are actually in the wingtips, and they are angled out at 45 degrees. Sure, I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, they're down there. So they're literally 4 turns, so you can see your turn-offs better. So you can look over in that direction, that's vaguely illuminated. As I said, it's a dawn flight today, it's about 5 AM local time. Thought it would look good arriving into Hong Kong at dawn, as I say. So, 05 left, this one to our right. As I say, it's the Maxim scenery, I believe, of Taipei. Actually, quite looking forward to Kai Tak, so I've been to Kai Tak for quite some time now. So I'm going to have to review the charts before I fly the approach. Otherwise, it's interesting though as well that hydraulic quantity is a little bit low on B system, even though I think this aircraft has its failure systems turned off. Yeah, sea service based failures are off, but we can look at that a little bit later on. Whoa, no, I've just took GPWS off. Oh no, it's just GPWS test. Oh god, GPWS test.
Pull up.
That was a mistake. Or a mistake to make.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain,
Don't worry, we're not getting wind
Pull
shear.
up.
Actually, I've got active sky next as well, so I could run the weather radar. down. Works. And then I hit Subscirbe on here. I believe that should work. Right, 400. Scat. Well, I believe the Eagle Airlines has got one of their big hubs here. Trying to not no static aircraft. Oh, thought about that. And they're part of the Evergreen group, which is probably the biggest Evergreen Mega Airline. Getting from bottom to the side. It is typhoon season though in Taiwan at the minute. Apparently the weather is a bit like this, just hotter. So yeah. Now just scroll that around to roughly the right heading. 051, yep. Link select. It is there, it's just not illuminating on here for whatever reason. Go down to here and get ready to go. Cabin crew, please take your seats. Runway entry procedure. So we are clear on the approach. Check. Whoa. Systems page comes off. Apparently it's a distraction. And landing lights, they come on. Cabin crew have taken their seats. I'm going to take the taxi light off. Ignitions to continuous, strobes are on. Logos, so that can come on too. And let's go. Set clear on the approach. Wow, those strobes are dazzling. Okay, so 40%, check. Full power. And toga. Back on the center line. 8 knots. Drop and hold.
V1.
No, it's worse. I'm doing that through.
Rotate V2.
Okay, rotate V2. Rotate. Positive right. Landing gear up. LNAV. LNAV which ain't working for some reason. LNAV, there we go. VNAV. Flight director. So, rolling the aircraft to the right. Just find the flight director at this stage. I'm going to go into control wheel steering mode, which you'll know from my DC to New York trip. You just use control wheel steering so I can fly the aircraft. A lot less hassle than I would if I was going to fly my home and put it manually. I've started taking some quite a tight inside line, so it gives us a nice feel of the area on those. We can climb out and be able to look at it out the right window. I'll just hit Command A now. That's how I'm going to take over and fly the aeroplane. Go away. So the sceneries, for some reason, looks a lot prettier when you're looking at it from a distance. Yeah, I think that's our hangar over there, China Airlines. So, flaps there on the way up. Why the aircraft's going just like PIO. So, retractables, they can come off. Turn-offs, they can come off. Go to off, and off. Alright. The reason to turn the retractables off passing about 230 knots is that they've got no maximum speed, but you're putting a lot of stress on them because they come out on a hinge. So just chime the cabin crew to be free. Be free! No, sorry, they've got a lot of stress on them, so it extends into the airport. And as I said, it's a lot of stress to put on the bits so they can come off the aircraft. You know, get stressed and damaged and maintenance, extra drag loading. It's all the goodie. So we've got fishy flashing. I wonder what that airport that is. That's like an aeroplane. Strategically placed to get in the way of every practical land. The main airport. I don't even know the name of the airport of Taiwan's Taoyuan International. There we go. So we'll wait till it gets to 10k again, and that's when I end my videos. After that, I just go through after takeoffs. So spoilers away, auto brakes off, flaps up or away, everything down here set correctly, transponders TA and RA. The weather's pretty smooth now actually, so I'm pretty happy to just hit the seatbelt turned off. Let's just do a weather radar scan. So I've got Active Scan X installed, I'm not running it, so I think that could be the reason it's not wanting to show up. So that's fine, and we'll just take these off now and release from nice and ease. Bing bong bang bong, bong bang bing bong. Right, so as I say, that's the aircraft are correctly fully configured. Yeah, that gauge, we also do look at, yeah, potentially could use windscreen wipers, but I didn't feel I needed them. Okay guys, so that is definitely it from me now. We've probably 10,000 feet on Flores, so I'm pretty separated from that so pretty. I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and see you all in part 2 of the last night chat. See you then. Bye.